Thursday, baby. It's Thursday. We'll get over this shit real easy. We're right into Friday, and you know Friday is just a prep for the weekend. So let's slide into Friday and prepare for the weekend. Get that beer down, get it ready to put on ice. Start looking in that little bowl over there to see just that right bud. Pick that one out. And let's get ready. Anyway, I hope you're going to enjoy it. What's going on? Well, we've had a hell of a month, ain't we? This is the last day of the month, man. November 30th, and we're going to be sliding right into December. We got so much Christmas stuff going on. This month will fly by. We have less than a year to the 2018 elections. Less than a year, people. We really have to get serious about this shit. Hell, we've had a hell of a month. We've had a hell of a week. I'm telling you, we've gone through everything with this shit, from starting out with another NFL outrage from our president dick up there all the way to... And we find out now that he's back on the birther shit. The Access Hollywood tapes fake. He's accused Joe Scarborough of murder 16 years ago. This guy's just really got it going on. And they top it off. He's out there tweeting out videos of people getting killed or beaten up or goodness, having a statue destroyed. All quoted from Britain First. And as a guy said on the news this morning, that organization is just like retweeting the Ku Klux Klan over here in the United States. That's the same thing. The same kind of organization of the Klan is a Britain First. That's the same thing. That's Donnie's kind of people. Did y'all see where David Duke tweeted out a support to Donnie the Dick after Donnie tweeted out those videos? David Duke came out and said that's why they support him. I told y'all yesterday, that's who he was talking to. His base, his Republican base of white supremacist neo-Nazis. That's who Donnie loves. Anybody else is just fodder. And I've seen where the Prime Minister of England calling him out, telling him to get rid of his Twitter feed. You know, even Rex Tillerson, oh, by the way, won't be around much longer. Old Mike Pompeo's going to slide right into that job as soon as Donnie gets rid of Rex, and we know he was, as soon as we heard the story that Rex called him a freaking moron. Because that's what Donnie is, and he proves it every day. He proves it again today. Look at his freaking tweets today. He's stupid. He's out to try to do whatever he can to destroy this guy. You know, I was thinking, because everybody's worried about this North Korea shit. Ever since his dick got in office, North Korea has stepped shit up. Why? Because we have a lunatic in our house. Because he might just try to start a war. You think Kim Jong-il wants to start a war? Fuck no. He just wants to piss everybody off. He's like Donnie in that respect. They just both have little bitty tiny peckers, and they're trying to show the world how pissed off they are. Kim Jong-il has got it made where he's at. He don't want a war. He wishes he had more things coming into his country and shit. He'd like to see the sanctions lifted, but he don't want a freaking war. But he wants to act tough and mean and all that shit. We're not going to stop them from getting a nuclear weapon. They already have one. This is all about missiles and delivery systems, which all doesn't really freaking matter to the people of South Korea. Because when these two dicks can't get their shit together and somebody does something, which Donnie is really pushing, then it's all a mute point. Even if he got a rocket off, it's going to be one rocket before we obliterate his country. Everything he ever had is going to be gone. Il doesn't want that. You know, I've said before, I thought the only thing there is left to do is go to the table and negotiate a peace treaty with North Korea. And because we've never done that. We're still just on a truce. We're ready to shoot at each other any day now. So I always thought that's what we should do, to relieve the tensions on that border. But Donnie doesn't want that. Donnie's got too many problems that he can hide behind a war. And I just hope there's reasonable men to stop him. You know, the whole big deal is this tax cut, which now that it's out on the floor, I believe it's going to be passed. John McCain done thrown his hat in there and said he's going to vote for it. Anybody that votes for this bill, y'all keep in mind and vote their ass out in 2018. If a single cotton-picking Democrat does, we need to pounce on his ass. 2018 is coming up soon. You know, I got pissed off a little while ago because I was sitting there watching a senator get interviewed. His name was Mike Rounds. He's a senator out of South Dakota. And they were asking him about the tweets and everything. And Rex Tillerson, the Secretary of State, the State Department has already notified the White House that little Donnie Dick's anti-Muslim tweets are not helping to make Americans abroad safe. No, he's putting them in jeopardy. He does that shit without thinking. That was not about, oh, get ready for the Muslims that are going to come over and kill you. No, it's the same thing he does with Latinos. Oh, you know, the Mexican people, they're all rapists, drug dealers, and criminals. They're all going to come over here and stab you, shoot you, drive drunk or something. They're all evil. The same way he's trying to do with the Muslim population. All of them are evil. And we know that not to be true. We know neither of those things are true. But Donnie the Dick is nothing but a racist asshole. He gets his support from people like David Duke, who have the same thought that Donnie the dictator, the Nazi king, Hitler reinvented, wants. And that's all brown people, people of color, out of his lily white country. That's what Donnie the Dick wants. Anyway, I was watching this guy out of South Dakota, and he was smiling when he was talking about that he does not pay attention to Donald Trump's tweets. He's smiling this whole time. That they wanted to do what the American people want them to do, and that is pass this tax bill for the American rich folk. As that's what it is. It's a tax giveaway to the rich. This does nothing for us. The CBO said it adds up to $1.4 trillion added to our debt. You know, that shit the Republicans always bitched about and they're so heartfelt about. Oh, we can't do the debt and the deficit. Look at this. This is terrible. As soon as they get in office, they rape this country. That's what they do. They screw us up the ass. And they're doing it again with this tax cut. It's another Reagan giveaway. It's another Bush tax cut giveaway. It's a giveaway to the damn rich because they swear up and be damned it's going to create jobs and raise wages. You know what used to create jobs? They used to tell us it was supply and demand. When the demand was great, businesses improved. They built more factories to produce the product that was being demanded upon. You know, stuff. It's not it anymore. That's not it. They think giving tax cuts and wealth to the wealthy, giving more money to the wealthy is going to stimulate the economy. I don't think so. It's going to make rich people richer. It's done it every damn time they've done this. There were no new jobs created. Your paycheck didn't go up under Reagan. Not because of that tax cut, maybe because you worked your ass off harder. That's all. We haven't had a raise in the blue collar section in decades. They're still trying to get away with paying you as cheap as they can or cutting your damn hours to 39 so you don't get that full-time shit. All sorts of cotton-picking loopholes that the corporations use to screw you. And we're supposed to give them a tax break. You know what proves that the GOP is screwing you up the ass again? Is because the Republican Party refuses to put a trigger in this bill. A trigger. You know, hey, you say, oh, these great things are going to happen in 2 or 3 years, you know. Let's put a trigger in there that if it doesn't happen, we raise the taxes back up. Oh, no, we can't do that. That's not going in the bill. No, that's not going in the bill. A straight tax cut. We want it forever until the next stupid Republican comes in another 20 years or 30 years from now or whatever, and comes in and tries to convince the morons of the world to give the rich people more money again. This man is a danger to our country, not only abroad, not only on the world stage, but in our own country. He seeks to divide us the same way he's trying to rip us out of the social fabric of the world. He doesn't want us. America first, only us. Screw the world. That's done. Nationalism. That's not us, people. This is a world stage we're on. I don't know. I seen Lindsey Graham up there a little while ago on the TV. He said he's tired of watching the press come out. CNN and all them other fake news come out and insinuating that the president is a kook and that he is unfit to serve. He's tired of that. Lindsey Graham says we can't have no more. I loved it because then they pulled up a video of Lindsey Graham calling Donald Trump a kook and unfit to serve. They're going to tell you what they want to say at the moment you want to hear. It's like Donald Trump. He's like that same ignorant, lying piece of shit we have. They all want to stay with him until they get this damn tax cut passed. Because that's what it's about, people. It's about the more money for the rich and screw the poor down here or anybody else that needs anything. Opioid epidemic, tough shit. Suck it up. Poverty, I don't give a shit. That's what he says. Feed grandma, to hell with that shit. Environmental issues, piss on that. It's about money. And that's all it is. How much are we going to sell our country for? How much are we willing to just wash our whole country, watch everything we've ever worked for, waste it away because of this asshole? And we're not even a full year into his presidency. And look what he's done. There's people calling for his impeachment, and that's what we need to do. He is a clear and present danger, like Tom Steyer says. He is a clear and present danger to this country. And the Republican Party continues to support his ass while this country will burn to hell. And they don't care as long as they get that dollar. 2018 is coming, people. And we need to be ready. I can't wait. Beto O'Rourke is going to be in town this weekend. He's going to be in Corpus. I tell you, this guy's going all over the state of Texas, and I like him. I am really going to try to get down there Saturday evening. Having a soiree, something down there. I'm going to get in the background and mimble around and see what I can see. But I like this guy. Like I said, he's out of El Paso, Texas, and he's a good guy. I like him. So y'all need to find a person in your area. 2018's coming. Start making that decision now. Get behind them and support them. Because we need to get out and support everybody that we want in there. And for those that we want, make damn good and sure you spread that word too. We've got a lot to do, so let's just stay busy. That's my message today and every day, is just try to stay in this fight. Do what you can. Make the phone calls. I got to go back to, who was it? Elia Esperanza. Elia Esperanza out in West Hollywood. She wrote a really nice thing when she shared mine. Thank you very much, Elia. Anyway, I was looking down her line, and she had this thing of the phone numbers of the senators and stuff, and I wanted to copy that down and get it off of there. I know there's places I could find it, but now I just know it clicks in my head. Oh, yeah, I can go to Elia's Facebook page and find it right there. I know where she's got it. She stays very active, and we're very proud of that. Janet Barber, did you see how many comments came in on your quilt, darling? Janet Barber up in Portland, Oregon, sent us a beautiful quilt, and we're just so proud of it. And I posted the pictures up there, and Janet, you're just getting just marvelous reviews on your work, darling, and I'm just so proud of that. Like people saying there, a gift like that, a quilt, it's something you're gonna keep forever and probably hand down to my kids and all that stuff. It's something we'll keep in the family forever, and I appreciate it so much. Anyway, that's about all I got today. We'll keep digging in the news. I'll probably be here tomorrow, and we'll talk about some more shit that this asshole that does everything he can every day to try to ruin this country and to embarrass us on the world stage. We need to get him out. I'm tired of him. Everybody's tired of him. And if you're a Republican, you should just hang your head in shame in my book. You should look down on the ground the whole 9 yards. Because this is nothing to be proud of on your side of the fence. Anyway, Like, share, and subscribe. John Bernavo, Blue Dot in Texas on YouTube. John Bernavo on Facebook. John Bernavo Speaks, my fan page. Go by and give Don a like. It just popped in my head. There was a comment down there. A young fella thought I was handsome, and he knew I was straight, but I take that as a compliment. Thank you, bub. I just popped in my head. Anyway, at Blue Dot in Texas on Twitter. I think I'm going to be back on the Tim Cormall show on Sunday, and I always have fun on Tim's show. And I also want to give a big shout out. I think Maestro gets out of the hospital tomorrow. For those of you who don't know, Maestro has been in the hospital since way before Thanksgiving. He had surgery on his back. He's been in a rehab hospital, and he's going to finally be able to get to come home tomorrow. So we're really looking forward to Maestro coming back. You know, for that man's been through a lot. Maestro suffers from dwarfism, and he has had untold surgeries on his legs, on his back, on every part of his body, and he still keeps plugging away. He's a cheerful man, and I so appreciate that of him. So, Maestro, we're looking forward to you getting back to Corpus, buddy. Houston's nice, but we need you back down here. So, looking forward to you coming back, bub. Anyway, we'll see y'all later. Y'all take care. Bye.